Hey guys, what's up? So in the last video we looked at class inheritance, which is a really important feature of object-oriented programming, not just with Python but with a lot of other programming languages out there. With Python though, it also offers the ability for multiple class inheritance, which languages like C# do not allow for. So it is a feature with Python that's actually extremely well liked, the fact that you can have multiple class inheritance. And in this video, let's go ahead and take a look at how we would do something like that. So we would say class C, just like we did before, and it's really just simple, guys. I mean, it's you know just like this. That's all it is, right? So we just put in the name of the classes that we want to inherit from, and this could be on and on and on and on for all these different classes that we want to have. There's really no limit to it. One of the gotchas though with something like this, and let me go ahead and just print this method, and we'll say this is multiple subclass. And if I went ahead and I instantiated a new object down here, we're going to instantiate this C object, which inherits from A and B. And then we could call my object dot multiple subclass. Now, this is not going to work yet. And the reason why it's not going to work is that one of the gotchas that I just had mentioned is that when you're doing multiple class inheritance, you can't have B, which inherits from A, also be called down here, because you're going to end up confusing Python. You're going to get an error message saying, because Python's not going to be able to figure out which method to call, because B could overwrite a method on A since it's subclassing A. The child has the ability to overwrite it. And that's just one of the things I was going to touch on in a future video, but this will cause a problem with multiple class inheritance if you try to actually call in something that already subclasses something else that you're also calling in. So let me go ahead and just remove that then. We'll remove A from B, so this will not subclass at all, and this would actually compile. And just so you guys know, let me go ahead and just run this real quick so you guys can see that this will not work. So it says cannot create a consistent method resolution. So what Python's complaining about is it says, hey, I don't know which class is the important class, because you said subclass from this, but then this says the subclass from this, but you already said the subclass of this down here. So it doesn't know if you want to do the original A or if you want to do B's A, and B has the ability to overwrite A, which we'll see on a future video. So basically just don't do that. You really shouldn't run into this too often, but the bottom line is you don't do it. You're not going to compile. It's not going to work. So if we just went ahead and removed the subclassing of B and go ahead and call this, and then this would now work. So you see, this is not going to work yet. We probably should have said this will now work. So hopefully I'm clear on the error there as to why that wasn't going to work, since B was already inheriting from A. Now, just so you guys know, if we went ahead and did something like this where we had another class Y and a class Z that inherits from Y, and then we wanted to call Y in here, this would work just fine because you don't have any sort of conflict clashes or anything like that. So this would actually compile and work just fine. So you can see. So hopefully you guys understand multiple class inheritance and where you might be able to slip up in regards to how you create your classes and how you choose to inherit and subclass. So anyway, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, and please subscribe. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.